And I'm gonna make this video with no goddamn edits. If you are a black man, do not get online. Do not go out in public and ask us as black women why we will not speak to y'all. I'm not gonna even cut this video. Okay, so here's the thing. Y'all are a mutation gene of us, and you have forgotten your fucking position. And then you're looking for your way back to your mama, right? And you riding through the matrix, the my tricks and my and her tricks, and you getting caught up in her web. You're in this system of patriarchy where you think that you're running shit, and y'all are very dangerous. Y'all have become very dangerous through this false.
All right. So what we 30 seconds in? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't already heard enough. Women like this lady here, they have always thought that men were less than women, right? Um, I'm not sure who raised them. I'm not sure what men or women, they were around. But as you can tell, she has a deep disdain for men, specifically black men, right? However, she's wrong. You know what I'm saying? She's dead ass wrong. Um, Black men at one point were the pillar in the community, right? At one point in history, black men were very, very important to what we had at that time, black community, right? At some point over time, not only did they not be still, were that pillar, but they became more so looked at as a second rate citizen in their own community that they actually originally helped build, right? I don't know why so many women just have just deep disdain. Uh, Being a black man is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of times, especially over the last 20, 30 years, it's been like, yo, the shittiest versions of black men are the ones that get the attention, right? Are the ones that get the children, because that's what society has projected for the most part, right? But let me let her finish, right? Let me let her finish.
Of superiority and power that you think you have over the black woman. That's why we're not speaking. Y'all are weird. And when I say weird, I mean y'all are wired different. Y'all are wired to a degree of entitlement, right? Y'all are very entitled. So once you go, hey, how you doing? And we say, hey, good, how you doing? We are expecting that it's just a hey, how you doing, period, point blank. After that, y'all follow up with trying to holler. It's not that the hollering is a problem, because some women may want that. I don't even like men enough for that.
She already disliked men, just in a general sense. So everything that she's saying is kind of like, I already know it's coming from a place of hate. As the black women say, who hurt you? Who hurt you, man? I'm sorry if your dad, if your uncles was weird, if you had older black men that was weird. I'm sorry, right? On behalf of them. But as a great example of black men, that's not how we operate. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can just say, "Hey, how you doing?" and just leave it at that. Not every black man wants to holler. Not every black man just like, "Oh my God, you just so damn fine. I just gotta holler at you." No, they do exist, right? There are those thirsty ass dudes out there, right? I get it. I understand it, but it ain't most. That's a very, very small percentage of it. Hating ass. She just don't like us.
The issue is that you don't know how to take no for an answer. Y'all become violent. So now we feel like we're in danger. So instantly, if I'm saying no, I'm not interested, because that's usually what comes about. And you can even tell by the passion and a little bit of the anger that's within that, how I'm speaking, where it's at. Go look at the statistics and see why we don't speak nowadays. Because I'm the type of person, I like to speak. I like the randomness when people just speak and we don't know each other. We're supposed to be able to lift our heads up and down at each other.
Actually, one of the reasons why we don't speak, very few people know how to carry a conversation. If it's not, and I know a lot of times, bro, it's always being publicized as, oh, it's the dudes that's with the, hey, what you doing? Good morning, beautiful. Uh, good morning, my queen. You know what I'm saying? Really on some simp shit, right? But a lot of women don't know how to carry a conversation. A lot of women don't know if it's not something either messy or if it's not something controversial, they don't know how to genuinely like go through like a 10 to 15 minute conversation. They don't know how to carry one. You know what I'm saying? That's why that also affects the dudes because it's like, damn, if females can't really carry a conversation or if they ain't really interested in nothing else except black men versus black women, or should single moms be able to date if they're not interested in nothing else outside of that, right? As far as like AI. Now there are definitely some black women out there. I'm just gonna be there's black women out there that are definitely into AI, everything about it, automation, machine learning, prompt engineering. They into it, right? There's some nerdy black women out there. Unfortunately, it's not enough, right? It's not enough. But she just, this lady here, man.
and say, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You see another brother or kindred, kinfolk, you supposed to be able to speak. Whether man or woman, it doesn't matter. We should be able to speak to each other. But the pattern I notice with black men is that they say, hey, you say hey back as a black woman, and then they try to holler at you. And when you say, no, I'm not interested or I do not like men, they get mad and you all type of names in a book that don't even exist in the dictionary. They calling you everything else but the queen and the primador and the goddess of the earth. They call you everything else but that all of a sudden because you got no. Y'all are too fucking entitled. Y'all are nasty. Y'all are dirty. Look at that. I was about to say dingy and dirty at the same. Y'all are nasty, dingy, and dirty. Y'all are violent when you don't get what you want. And the whole time you're throwing a fit because you don't know where your mama at no more. May you return to the waters from whence you came and learn your fucking position.
And that's another issue, like that we have as a community fell victim to. We've allowed for black women to unfortunately talk to us in such a disrespectful, belittling demeanor. Like again, the type of dudes that she's talking about based on her experiences or her friends' experiences, they ain't shit dudes. They are not the type of dudes that I would say, oh yeah, this dude is a great example for a black man. I guarantee you, they either hood-ish, and just weird in a like not in a cool way, but like in a I think this dude need help way. Those are the kind of dudes that she's talking about. She ain't talking about the dudes that's out here doing it, actually hustling in the right way, right? Starting up their own businesses, you know what I'm saying? Going through corporate America, trying to get to the highest levels, or like I say, doing their own thing. She ain't talking about a dude that keeps himself up, knows his worth, knows his value. Dudes like that wouldn't even approach a woman like this because we can just tell based off your energy, you not our type, bro. Like you not that type of woman that we want to actually deal with. That's another thing that women like this fail to realize. Like, yo, good dudes don't want to put up with this. We don't got time for mouth. We don't. We got shit to do, bro. We don't got time to be going back and forth over minor shit. We have things to do. We have a lot of shit to do. Cause as successful people will tell you, your time is worth everything. So based on what you do with your time, that'll determine how much you're worth. So if you always working, if you always got your head into something, learning something, then hey, eventually your time become a real value. So you ain't got time to be listening to this. But let me let it continue.
That's what you need to focus on. Figuring out how the fuck, when the fuck did you come about? Why are you and your brother so disrespectful to the mama nowadays? Why are we where we are? Ask the right shit if you're gonna ask me something. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Ask me how I'm feeling.
See, this is the bullshit I'm talking about, bro. But she did raise a great question. I don't think she realized it. How did we get to this situation between black men and black women? This is a great example. She's a great example of how we got to that point, right? How we got to the point where, hey, as a black man, we want to be respected. You know what I'm saying? Just off general. Most black men should be respected. Like I'm talking about 99, 98% of them, right? Just in the general respect. Cause in general, we respect women. Like, ain't no dude just necessarily grow up being taught to disrespect women. Now, it's the difference between you being taught how to deal and handle women, especially a certain kind of woman. That's a little different, right? I'm not saying, oh, you need to smack upside the head or what they say, put some oranges in a sack and hit her. I am not saying that, right? But it's just a certain level of, hey, if you're gonna be disrespectful towards me, I ain't got to deal with it. You can find you somebody else to sit up here and listen to your shit, but I ain't got to deal with it. I'm out here actually doing what I'm supposed to do, trying to make something of not only myself, but the legacy that I'm hopefully able to leave. I want to already have them with a head start. You know what I'm saying? And give them the wisdom that I have to get out here and learn myself because we ain't taught a lot of shit. She up here worried about, oh, you need to be taught by your mama how to talk to me, and it's how I'm doing. Fuck all that. You worrying about the wrong shit. That shit ain't gonna make nobody no money. That shit ain't gonna actually get us to a point where, hey, we got moms and dads as a regular thing in the black community, in the household. That shit ain't gonna help us out in no kind of way. So what the fuck? Why does it even matter? You just want to have this pride and this whole respect thing just cause. Ma'am, you is off as hell.
So I can tell you, I feel like you need to get the fuck out my face. Do you see? You see where we at now with y'all? That's why we don't say hey back. Cause it's always something to follow up. Then y'all want to get weird and follow people around the corner and shit. Like women walking around with Glocks and shit now. Like we gangsters. Like
Dog, what dudes is following women around the fuck? Dog, please. The weird ass motherfuckers that y'all be dealing with, I guarantee to you that is not a most, that ain't half, that ain't three quarters. That's a very small percentage of dudes that y'all be around. Don't use it as a general black man be on some. No, what the? His, this lady is tripping, bro, big time. She is off. She is insane, bro. Mm-mm.
do you understand the position? Go look at the statistics. Don't talk to us about it. Go talk to your brothers. You coming out of isolation or you got from being locked up? You were just being like, which one? Because that's what it's. I'm just trying to understand. You got charges or something? Because you weird coming up on this app asking this shit. I'm done with this video. I don't got nothing else to say. This shit, I'm gaslighting myself.
She is not lying about the last part. She is definitely gaslighting herself. But man, what I want to say is, let me take this off. Boom. But what I want to say is, before I go, she is wrong. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. Um, I believe black men are doing a wonderful job. It's a lot of black men in tech that's doing amazing, right? It's a lot of black men that's shoot doing their own businesses from the ground up. Like it's way more black men out there being a positive influence and could be a great husband and a great father, but women like herself, they don't want those types of men, right? They don't want those types of men. They want Pookie and Ray Ray. And when Pookie and Ray Ray be acting weird, you know what I'm saying? Now it's, oh, black men are dangerous. Oh, black men are evil. Oh, they follow you around. You ask them how they doing and they want to know you know. That ain't most black men. Like, I see it when I be out in public. I do see people, black men, randomly ask for numbers. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't because I do. But it ain't most. It's literally like once a day. So that's literally one out of what, damn near 200 black men I see per day. So don't use a message to anyone out there. Try not to use a small sample size when talking about a larger group because it's not really gonna have much of a reflection, right? You can say some weird black dudes, but just black men in general, I think that statement itself is dangerous, you know? But tell me what you guys think. Do you guys agree with her? Do you guys believe that black men are out here being weird, being dangerous, right? Or do you believe that black men are on the come up? Black men are definitely popping. You know what I'm saying? Like we big out here. You know, we people talk about the next hot thing. We hot, bro. We hot cakes out here in the streets. So tell me what you guys think. And until next time, y'all. Peace, man. She was off, bro. Way off.